We've just got back from Crazy Town, I call it. We have two towns near us, and one is half an hour away. It's called Mauriac, and it's okay. I can just about handle going around Mauriac. It's got big supermarkets, it's got a centre, it's got a market, blah, blah, blah. So we live in a hamlet about a little way, not long from a little village, quite a big village, and then this town is half an hour away, 15 minutes away. A bigger town is Aurillac. That's what I call Crazy Town. The second I go anywhere near the place, my body starts going moo. I can soak up all the ooh. So we had an appointment up at the hospital for Forrest because our dentist experience in France has been so rubbish. And we had a dentist and they didn't do their job, and then they buggered off without telling us, and then they cocked all the teeth up for the kids, so we didn't have a dentist for a year, and then we had to use the emergency service for dentist service every time there's a problem for a year. And then recently in June we've actually registered with a local dentist again. So in the meantime we have to go to the hospital to see a specialist so Forrest can fix some of his teeth. Oh my giddy aunt. Crazy town. Anyway, big hospitals anyway, the parking is a nightmare. So this is how I coped. And it's always good to get back. And I've been living in the countryside around the trees for so long now. And it's quiet, even with the dogs barking in the hamlet and the tractors going at this time of year. It's still flipping quiet. Crazy town is crazy town. And so the minute we have to go, Roy, automatically stress levels go up, like, oh, I've got to get all the kids ready, I've got to get me ready, I'm writing lists galore, and this is what I take with me. This is how I coped with the day. And before I go into that and forget what I was going to say, Forrest did really well at the hospital. He's because we don't go to these places very often, so they're quite and he understands most of the French. She was really nice, the dentist, and he did really well. He gets really car sick, so I had to change places with him, and he was in the front and I was in the back. Nearly throw it up out the window on the way back 'cause it's really hot here. And the minute we got in, he stripped off naked and just jumped into my bed. For half an hour he was just laying down naked, and he was walking around the house just like back to reality. It's crazy town day. And so how do I cope? I have my emergency bag, which I'm going to show you in a minute. I spent the whole time asking the angels, the parking angels, to find a perfect spot for us, because all Roy was complaining about was it's a nightmare to park, which it is a nightmare to park. And I said, ask the parking angels, the perfect spot will just pop up. The kids are going, what are you talking about? Stop being so weird. I said, look, weird's a good thing. Don't worry, it's good to be weird. Who wants to be like everybody else? So anyway, it worked. We had the best spot in the whole hospital. It was in the shade, and there's not many of them around. There was loads of room, so while we were waiting, we could open up our car doors so we get some fresh air in. It was amazing. Thank you, parking angels. And then I spent the whole time, I'm always picking food out my teeth, sorry. I spent the whole time singing the Mama Cacao song. That's what got me through, I think. And then the kids were sort of mesmerised by my weirdness. And I don't speak Spanish, but it goes something like this. Mama Cacao, gracias por esa medicina. Mama Cacao, gracias por esa medicina. And I was singing it the whole time, in my head, out loud. I didn't care who was singing it. And in between that, we had loads of water, because I try not to get too much sugar. We went and stopped somewhere and got some lovely sandwiches and French patisseries and things and scoffed them. Spent more money than what I should have done on that. Got a few things that we needed, and the hospital went really well with all this extra support, thank you, and all the rest of it. So what's in my emergency bag? Now, I was known when I went to Peru on the charity trek, I took a whole thing of like this, and of homeopathic remedies and stuff. They called me, I was the right mum apparently. I had everything. So Sometimes, if I'm in stressful situations or whatever, my breathing goes funny. I get tense. My body tenses up. I have this, and it's not expensive. You can buy them online, and it's to find your pressure points, and you push. It's got a big end, and then a small end is more like for your face and things. You know, you find out where your acupressure points are, and they really help in like an emergency. So the breathing ones are here and here. Of course, I have my kidney problems, so that's the line down here. So this is a godsend. I have essential oils. Oh, on a hot day, we go nowhere without this. It is amazing. I have to spray Roy down as he's driving all the time, and the breeze from the window, that really is a lifesaver in this. This is my emergency bag. I'm more hyper than usual because we've been to Crazy Town. I got roll-on, emergency, feel-good, relax things to put on. I have my chamomile one that I made. I have random things I've had for years. I have arnica cream. See, Forrest fell down in the car park and Roy's whoa, whoa, whoa at him, and I'm saying, "What did you do?" And he said, "On my knee." So, so I have an aloe vera one. I mean, it's like literally a travel pack I bought from like you get at airports and things. I'm doing this with one hand now. So this is aloe vera gel. So I popped that on. You went, "Oh, thanks, Mum. Love you," which he says like a million times a day. Bless him. God knows why I've got some massage oil. I think, you know, when my jaw gets stressed, and it's just my favourite smell, orange. So that's that. Oh, that's a hay fever thing. I have these Passiflora composite, which is a godsend. So when I was ill the other year, the doctors gave me some strong, well, they're not strong at all, but I don't take stuff. So they were like some antidepressants or something. They suppressed my whole body when it started going like this. And the alternative is this, natural. It does have a bit of sugar in it, but it's Passiflora composite and passion flower. And that calms us down. In fact, Florence was on it this morning as well. You put it under your tongue, little balls they put under your tongue. So that's in there as well. I have a different homeopathic kit, which I don't take in my emergency bag as such. Oh, this one's what a friend bought me. It's Rescuer essential oil roll-on, which I have on there. I have tissues. I have, for some reason, well, not some reason, it's summer. I've got organic suntan lotion, but we don't use that very often. I think that's about it. And I think that's it, but Crazy Town, that's what I was going to tell you. Oh my God, we all got in and we're like, oh, so glad to be home. I'm so grateful to live here. I couldn't live in Crazy Town, I really couldn't. Anyway, that's it really. That's how I survive. When I have to go out and do peopling and things, I take like emergency stuff with me, and all the family, no matter how much Roy moans at me, you know, how much the kids say I'm weird, stop doing those things, it's whatever gets you through and whatever gets you by, and that's what I've done today. I think that's about it. And it was really good. And we met really nice people, and there's good vibes out there, and everyone in the hospital was lovely. Everything went smoothly because I was prepared for Crazy Town. And we've got to go there next month. But we know what we're doing a bit more now. So anyway, thought I'd share that for you. Bye.